Good morning. Ouch. Just telling the lady that I really don't want to ride today. All right, here's the big question. Do I want to even start up a TikTok to be harassed? Promise you'll be nice. It's not you I'm worried about. It's all these other creeps. Creeps. I mean legitimate creeps. Alright, I think we got the line set up. Oh. we're going to get that much. We're definitely going to get some, but I don't own a snow shovel. Just I won't say that there were times that I wish I had one, but you legitimately just don't need one here. Most of the time I could just take the push broom, clear the driveway, and you're good. I knew. I'm bragging. Hey, thanks for the likes on the live. Man, I installed a new monitor, and I can't believe what a difference this monitor makes in what I see, perspective, color, everything. Hey, you got some more likes. Thanks, Alex. Dimitri also dropped some likes, and now we got Alex dropping the likes. Appreciate it. But I have a new monitor that does 4K versus the other one's only like 1080. But it's visually just so much better on the colors. Who's that? Olivia? Can't read the name. Olivia Emery. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by the stream. And thanks for the likes. Appreciate that very much. Dat life. Getting his sweat on. That's right. How are you doing, mate? Been popping in on some of your streams here and there. You've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders. We're definitely not getting the blunt of the weather that everybody else is getting. I feel hopefully all of you are safe. We're at the very tail end of that storm that's brewing up, so that's why I'm inside today. In fact, my wife will be on her bike soon, riding next to me. I can't do much of game till I'm healed up. Healed up? What did I miss? Did I miss something? Hopefully you're doing all right. Whoa. Okay. Ow. Now let me ask you a question. You don't have to answer this, but am I right or wrong that either you posted it on Instagram or maybe it was in one of your live stream titles about being laid off work? Is that is that true? Olivia, I see you there. Thank you again for more of the likes on the live stream, TikTok live stream. I appreciate it. Two days before surgery. Oh my gosh. Wow. 2 days, huh? Adult education path, okay. Now let me ask you about, when you say adult education, are we talking collegiate? We're talking schools, public schools? Certs and courses. Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, I was going to say, because education is my background. Learning and development, performance, training, large company. But mine is specific to technical. I've been a truck and diesel mechanic for almost 30, 35 years of my life. But I've been on the corporate instructor side of that for probably the last 20 years. Since I made the transition to IT, it's going to relax certs as I try to get another job in IT. I hear you. All right. What state are you in? Mobile fleet maintenance? Oh, no kidding. Oh. Hang on. I'm about to say the name of the company. Oh. It's a big one, isn't it? Giant, yeah. All right, I give up on the name, but since I'm in that space all the time, LinkedIn, I'm familiar with a lot of companies that provide third-party training to big companies like mine, fleets, big fleets. We don't use them because we have our own internal Pullman. Okay. Yeah, we have our own internal training team. I'm the director of training for one of the largest trucking companies in the U.S. So I have a big team of. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, we're kind of in the same biz. I just hired a guy in Memphis back about 3-4 months ago. It was a regional, I had a position open for a regional technical trainer. Oh, fan's going on. It's getting hot. I wanted to turn the heater off, but if I turn the heater off, my wife will complain when she comes in here. As Jack of all trades, creating all the training materials for systems will. Man. All right. Well, definitely process mapping. Yeah, we do all that. I have a guy that on my team, my two jack of all trades. Well, I don't know, you can't be, I don't know, my philosophy on that, dad life is that you can't be afraid to expand, and you definitely don't want to pigeonhole yourself to where you can't grow. Like I see too many people in my line of business that they are the experts on this one thing, and so it becomes very hard for them to be promotable, because if that person goes away, which is ultimately a weakness, they keep themselves from growing to bigger, better positions. On my team, I'm really big about everybody knowing everybody's job. Everybody, like, even though I have an LMS administrator, most of the people on my team that are regional trainers know how to do his job. Now, he somewhat knows how to do their job, but he's not a truck mechanic, so he's not going to go out and teach mechanics how to fix trucks, you know. And same thing like with my position, I have no qualms, no problems at all, like when my VP calls a director meeting, if I'm sick or doctor appointment, whatever, most of my guys know how to stand in for me. And again, it's just to keep, so I'm all big about, I know jack of all trades is kind of a general term, but I think you gotta be willing to expand like that. Yeah, the cross training is big on my team. Same thing in our entire company, because we got rid of a long time ago job titles like truck mechanic, trailer mechanic, refrigerator trailer mechanic. We are a fleet mechanic. So when we hire you, you need to be able to work on all of them. So if one of them is your specialty, we're going to provide cross training and move you from different parts of the shop to learn how to do tires, to learn how to do trailers, to learn how to do refrigerator. How do I make myself more hireable? Yeah. Well, I would tell you this. Pretty much, in my opinion, that like the whole hiring process is a big bullshit game, okay? Most people have figured out that if you want a good job interview, then, I don't know if you have a resume, I'm sure you do, but you need to make sure your resume is flexible. So, if you see a job position that comes up, you need to be willing to tailor your job position to what they're asking for in those duties and requirements. If you want to get interviewed, if you want to get hired, you know. Yeah, exactly. Because that's how, like, we call our people, we don't call them recruiters anymore, they're senior business partners in the HR department, but that's how a lot of people got interviewed by me. Because the first step is they got to get through my business partners, which they're reviewing those resumes. And as long as all the key elements are there in their resume, well, then they're going to get pushed on to me to review. And then from there, on my initial call, it's up to me to decide, like, this guy doesn't quite got it, you know? So, I guess the question is, would you say you have a pretty good background in the fleet side of the business, like the repair side, or more the education, analytics side of the equation there? What level are you in Zwift? Well, I'm about to hit 73, which my wife is actually quite jealous. Mobile business, very well, okay. I'm trying to think who I know in your area. You said, was it Rhode Island? All right, yeah, Rhode Island. Green industry, working for True Green, Scott's training for this person. Well, good. I mean, at least you got a good, strong training background. I don't think you'll be limited in any capacity, you know. So, do you have any certifications within the learning development performance space, like Kirkpatrick's, Addy? Okay. But you know it though, right? I mean, like, I got in learning development before I acquired. I mean, I didn't get Kirkpatrick's bronze certification until 4 years ago. And I already been in the learning and development space for like 17, 18 years. It really comes down to, do you just understand and know the processes? Too bad at it. Well, I would definitely say, definitely get into the, I don't think they call it ATD anymore. Is it called ATD anymore? I don't think it's called. I think it's just called TD. Training, forget the name of the website, but look up ATD, go through their library. I mean, it depends on like where you want to grow this space, but I'm a member of TD. I don't think they're called ATD anymore. Are you on LinkedIn? Because you know, LinkedIn is a good source of, like, once they've got your everything plugged in about you, your career, your specialties. Okay. Yeah, you need to. Dad life, I say definitely, because, look, not that I'm looking, but I get an email almost, if not every day, every other day, of job opportunities that fit like what I do now. I'm not looking. Now, I won't say that there's been a couple that have come across my way. I was like, I click on it and go look at it, you know? One reason why I look is because I pretty much concluded that I will probably, I shouldn't say never. Never's too strong a word. But I will probably not make VP in my current company. Because one, I'm not willing to move to corporate headquarters in Phoenix. Two, I'm already thinking retirement plans, exit plans. Like right now, I'm talking to my wife, how do I sell every fucking thing I have and move to Thailand? You know? But comes a couple of VP positions that come, you know, in the learning development space. So I'm like, oh, I just take a look, you know? Well, I would say if you list it all, that life, I wouldn't hesitate to have it all on there, because it all, in my opinion, and if you have good IT background, learning development, it's all relative, you know? Your education. I would still stay broad. I guess here's the bigger question, Dad. Like, what do you feel most passionate about that would feel the least like work? You know? Like, I have an IT background, I have a degree in IT, web development, but I am more passionate about teaching and education and watching the light bulb turn on when people learn stuff. You know? Well, that could happen in both areas, you know, probably more so, I would say probably more so on the education side with the right company than IT. And the reason why I say that is because, like my team, we're always developing new content, new solutions. Like, you know, Volvo just introduced the new VN4 with all new 12, 24 volt systems, electric over pneumatic. So, you know, we had to quickly develop and create training solutions, you know? So I don't know. I'm being probably a little bit biased. I'm sure I'm being a little bit biased. But big point is, make sure it's all in your LinkedIn profile, because then those kind of emails are going to come to you of things that you may not even know that's available. And in many cases, a lot of them might even be remote. Right now, I would like to be product manager, helping create. I feel like not to that point yet. Okay. Well, I would say it's all going to start with. Definitely say it's going to all start with your profile on LinkedIn and see what you can fish up, you know, or who's going to fish out you. New viewers in your live. Samuel G, hey, thanks, welcome to the TikTok live stream. Worked on job search and resume this week. Next week's going to be focused on picking out some courses to tackle. Okay. Yeah. Man, there is a good resource, Deadlife, for free courses. I forget how it works nowadays, but we were using, now LinkedIn changed their model. Udemy, okay. Well, there is another one, it's under LinkedIn. I don't remember what it's called because I haven't looked at it in a while, but if you have a library card, you can register, and most of the courses that people would pay for are free if you just have a library card, a public library card. But my team used to use it a lot. I would oftentimes actually assign courses out of there that I felt that were relative to the job. Because most of the guys that I hire on my team are technically mechanics, like truck mechanics, and I have to teach them all the background stuff behind learning and development, from content creation, shooting videos, creating courses, understanding the 3 learning principles, auditory, visual, kinesthetic, there's a lot that I have to teach them to not just be truck mechanics, but to be true instructors. I like this monitor up here. This is the new monitor. Look at the colors versus this is the old one that was down here. See how it's like bright, washed out? It's like over contrast. So I need to somehow fix this monitor to look like this monitor. Well, because it's hard to tell, like, so if this is going out to stream to YouTube and Twitch, what does the color really look like? Is it like that or like that? Huh?
Depends on their monitors.
True. Yeah, I got like stuck in a roll of making, and had to figure it out. I had no blueprint or method, so it's just what I learned being a trainer elsewhere and using editing skills, big brain, and trying to make the best. Whale, headlight. Wish I had a position, I would probably pull you in. Because we do all that. We developed a lot of principles, processes. I make sure my team understands the ADDIE process, especially the Kirkpatrick's process, because that's what I'm trained and certified on. Yeah, I think I trust this new monitor more than this one, but I know, but he knows. Just because I'm talking about it and you don't know doesn't mean that someone else
But they can't
knows.
see it. It's like,
Well, but he knows what I'm talking about.
who are you talking to?
Dad life. Wives, you can't tell them anything.
Yeah, because we know it all. You don't have to tell us nothing.
Yeah, look up Addie, A-D-D-I-E, and Kirkpatrick's. It's a very good program. Something I've heard a lot of people try to explain, but they don't really fully understand the concepts. I'd like to become silver or gold certified. I'm only currently bronze certified, which is really all you need, you know. I'm not looking for, even though I'm capable of publishing an article behind the work that I did, it's really all it takes to go gold. I have several published articles on LinkedIn. And I could definitely build articles around the projects that I've done, or especially the one that I turned in for my certification. It's about an $1,800 course though, to do the bronze certification. Two-minute summary, yeah. The thing that people misunderstand about Kirkpatrick's, if that's the one you're looking at, is that everything starts with level 4, not level 1. So if you look at any other plan, every plan that I've ever developed, you start at the very top high level, level 4. The biggest problem with Addie is that, oh, hang on, let me climb this hill. All right. The biggest problem with Addie in most development teams or programs, everybody always forgets about the E. They're very good about analyzing, developing, deploying, implementing, and generally it stops there, and nobody goes back to evaluate again to understand if you got to reanalyze again. That's what I like about Kirkpatrick's, is because you can kind of almost take Addie and insert Kirkpatrick right at the E, and then start all over again, you know. So there are ways of blending the two models. Hey Carlos, thanks for the likes on the live. I appreciate it. I see you there on TikTok Live. How are you doing this morning? Good to see you. When we would make software changes, we would go back and evaluate after a look. Yeah, what's interesting, Dad Life, is that most of these models pretty much transfer across not just education, it could go across anything, you know. What's the other big model that people like to use? It'll come to me. Agile, A-G-I-L-E, Agile, which can not only be used in education, but I think it's commonly applied in software principles, software design. So I would definitely get familiar with different models, that way you could include those in your resume. So even if you don't have certifications, you can talk about, you could list them as a familiarity and understanding of the concepts, you know? Agile, my previous position. Okay, there you go. So now you can list experience. Agile. I mean, there's so many out there. Dad Life, I mean, you just eventually gotta kind of settle on understanding them, how you blend them. Like here's an example. I don't know if you're familiar with 4DX. 4DX model. At one time we were our company is really big on the whole 4DX principles, the 4 disciplines of execution. We're no longer a 4DX company, but there's certain principles that I still take out of it and apply to my team today, such as lead measure type commitments, you know, against our goals. But again, it just, well, I don't want us to use every single principle, but you know, it's kind of good to be familiar with a lot of them and figure out how to blend them. Good morning from SoCal. How you doing? Looks like Carlos, Southern California. Well, you're probably not getting any of the storm that we're getting, and not that we're getting it really bad. Everybody east of us is getting slammed. Hey, can you turn your fan? Hey. Ted, can you turn your fan down? You're blowing my green screen. No bueno, good morning. Did you get the pedals? Let's see here. Hang on, I missed the text here. All right, have you had a chance to put them on, hook them up, connect them to the Zwift yet? Nice, all right. You have not? Okay, well, I'm sure they will work. In fact, if you probably pull them out and you spin the spindle, you'll see the lights still come on them, so that's all it takes to activate them. As soon as you spin the pedal, they come to life. What Zwift program do they connect to, or can it be emulated? So yeah, they will connect to Zwift, My Whoosh, Training Peaks has a new program as well. I don't know all of them. Any of these virtual cycling softwares that can take a heart rate and power meter pedal signal via Bluetooth, that it will connect. They're making me want to take out my old Rock Brothers trainer and get some pedaling in before kayak season picks up. There you go. Get on it. I have a good friend. I never got to ride with him or race with him, but he was part of my racing team based out of Dallas, Texas. But he had this philosophy. Now granted, this guy, super lean, Mr. Fit, he's the kind of guy that would wear a Speedo at a swimming pool and actually look good, you know. But he had this saying that he always posts, "Summer bodies are made in the winter." Let's see here, hang on. No bueno, I missed some of your texts here. I gotta look over here. I was gonna ask you what Zwift program do, or anyway, look, I already read that. Zwift. Thank you again for a great deal on the pedals. Yeah, hey, definitely a great deal. I could have sold them for a lot more, but hey, you were interested. They're being wasted here on this bike, so you forced me to take them off and put regular pedals on this bike. So hopefully somebody will get use out of them. I definitely don't need them because I have two other bikes my racing bikes. So the one over here in the hallway has power meter crank. The one back here in my bike shop right behind me has a power meter hub. So definitely didn't have a need for it. So yeah, let me know when you get them hooked up. Now keep in mind, you know, the thing about power meter pedals is that like this bike here, Zwift doesn't control it. So when you start climbing a hill, you need to manually add resistance to make the wattage go up, you know, which there is nothing wrong with that. That's how I trained on Zwift for 8 or 9 years before I actually got a full-on virtual bike, where the program actually controls the resistance on it. Three more weeks before I can work out. Whew. Can you at least walk? You can at least walk, right? Huh? Hernia surgery, I think.
Hernia surgery, yeah.
Huh?
Can't do anything to get his heart rate.
You can't do anything to get your heart rate up? Can you walk?
Yeah. walk cycle, just can't go hard.
The walking cycle, you just can't go hard.
I know this thing.
No lifting. Okay. All right. Now we know deadlift. Yeah, no bueno she is. I'll briefly turn the phone that way. She's not gonna like it.
No.
Now she hates me.
Oh my gosh, on TikTok. Can't scrub that from the internet, you know that.
Yeah, we're not on the same course though, but she's on Zwift.
I mean,
Oh yeah, she could definitely challenge me. No bueno. She's believe me, I could take her in a sprint or anything that's related to power, but if it's hill climbing, she's gonna definitely outride me. She's a New Mexico state champion, just like I am. So. She's no slouch. She's we've raced for the same team. A couple of them. Who will get level 100 first? I don't know, Dimitri. I'm actually ahead of her right now.
yeah, you can do it.
I think what helped me was that Rafa 500K challenge. Uh-oh, it's starting to get drop frames due to network. Don't start.
Dull course.
Why'd you pick it?
It was part of the
A challenge?
choose one of these challenges. Nobody thinks this is good.
Alright, we got some more likes on the TikTok live. I see you there, Dimitri. Appreciate the likes.
Try something new, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
How long am I going for? I don't know, Dimitri. I'm gonna be going slow, so I might try to do a couple hours today. I'm gonna finish this route and then maybe jump on another one. Maybe I thought about jumping on her route, but you should see the
New profile.
the profile is like this.
It's not this.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
this.
Is she's on a 13% climb right now.
It was 18.
I don't know if I want to join her.
Come on, you can join me over here.
Nah,
Those are only like 6%.
no thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look, see what else is out there. I thought about joining a race today, but I'm not gonna do a race. No racing today. I'm just gonna be happy with a really nice, long level zone 1, zone 2 today. I'm just watching. The percentage of drop frame is just kind of bounce. It's not really high. It's like 1.8%, and it seems to be climbing. All right, Dimitri, take it easy. Dino Power Captain Sauce. There you go. Is there a Zwift program for a beginner? So when you say a Zwift program, do you mean something other than Zwift? Say hello, how you doing? Or do you mean like a training program ride within Zwift? That's what okay, I mean something that connects to Bluetooth pedals, that is beginner course. Okay, well, so I guess the big question is, are you going to pay for Zwift? Because Zwift is not free. You could just jump into any course and you could ride it as hard as you want or as fast as you want, you know? I'd say the biggest thing is just pick a course and jump in, and then you'll slowly start to figure out like the different group rides you can do, what robo pacers are. Yeah, you'll eventually figure out like what your baseline is and where you should jump in at. But the bottom line is you just got to get in and start, you know, so that Zwift can start figuring out your baseline data. Like, what is your actual watts per kilo number? What is your racing score? Which, don't even worry about that. But the biggest thing is just trying to understand what your overall fitness level is, and Zwift will kind of baseline that once you start riding and giving it some ride data. And then it'll be able to suggest the appropriate workouts, the appropriate ride groups. That's right, Dimitri, you just reminded me of something. Open up the... All right, I got the graph open now. Okay, yeah. So yeah, once you get in the membership, like I said, just connect and jump in a ride, and it'll start to figure out. It's going to do a thing called check your FTP, and all right, I gotta let TikTok know I'm still here. Overall, I was just going to try to figure out your. I love you so much. I appreciate it, Gear. Thanks for the love you so much. Oh, I just finished this ride. Hang on a sec, y'all. I didn't realize I finished this ride. Let's find another one. Alright, let's find another ride.
Nothing for me. Chicken. So go up. Right there. Tour de Zwift. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, well, I just did one of those.
Oh.
But I did
I
4.
have different ones.
Yeah, probably because you've already. What number are you on?
Huh?
What number are you on?
This is my first one. There's only 3 in there? There are like 5 in mine. I don't know that.
Well, but what number are you on? See, I've already finished 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm finished with those. I'm on.
Oh.
So I'm on 5.
Go to number 1. Go into that one. 2. Oh, what's in 2? I haven't done any of these.
You're probably on 3.
Oh, that one. No. Yorkshire double loop, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, why did I choose this one?
I don't know why I chose that. Hang on, let's see here. No bueno, sorry, Mr. Cohn. I see you. Yeah, I purchased the Polar Kaiser bike. I've got riding shoes, riding shorts. That has the gel in the seat. Okay, yeah, good, perfect. That's what you want. That'll definitely set you up for being comfortable in the saddle for a long period of time. And you got a good bike. ice. Oh, okay, that's good. I see what you're saying. Hey, no problem, man. Glad I could be a help. Hopefully, I hope everything works out for you. Definitely reach out if you have any issues. Huh? We'll give you one. Welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world.
This is fixed. This is why I don't do video games. This is bullshit.
Slow Master Games, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. I'll see you there. Coffee and a sandwich. Sounds good to me. Freak. No. No. Stop. Oh my gosh, you're a bull in a China store. Camera froze. Oh, it's because she's got her all going crazy, wagging her tail. She hit that camera and it always freezes. Yeah, she's over here like intentionally getting her excited, so her tail's whipping that camera and this tripod with the TikTok camera on it. Good thing I'm not in a race or working out.
My stupid heart rate monitor keeps bugging out.
What hill is this coming up? It's a big hill coming up, but I don't know which one it is. Yeah, this is the second ride. I'll probably try to get at least 2 hours in today. I think the previous ride was right under an hour. This one is expected to be 40, 45 minutes, but I'm riding a little bit more aggressive pace than I normally do. I know you can't see it, no bueno, but on the other channels you can see my graph on the bottom. So I'm doing a lot of blue and green. So zone 2, zone 3. So we're doing this one just a little more aggressive. So that's why my struggling a little more to the talk versus the previous ride. Yeah, like generally in that 130 to 150, somewhere in that zone. You know, if I'm trying to do a zone 2, zone 3, you know, that's actually a really good zone to be in for an extended period of time, especially lower. Like if you're gonna ride 2 and 3 hours, then you want to be in that like 130 to 140, which will really bump up a lot of your baseline fitness. But like I said, what I'm really watching, I know you can't see it, but if you head over to the red platform, you can actually see the graph at the bottom. You do know what I mean by the red platform, right? let's see here. I think I'm going to be switching between the bike. Well, I couldn't read that, it went by too fast. There's so many, yeah. I would say I would be on board with that. The bueno, I mean, if I lived in an area like you did where it's almost year-round perfect riding weather, hell yeah, definitely mix it up. You are, Dimitri, you want to go outside? Aren't you getting slammed with snow, or is that too far south of you? Oh, okay, I know what hill this is. The Silver Strand. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Mike Matthews Jr., hey, welcome to the stream. Appreciate the compliments always. Wait a second. What climb am I doing? I'm confused now. I don't know where we're going for this climb. They're calling for about 11, did you say 11 feet? Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Holy smoke. Hey, no problem, bueno. Take it easy. Yeah, don't hesitate to reach out if you need some additional help. Don't forget to download the app so that you can connect to those pedals and monitor them, make sure the firmware stays up to date, and you can monitor the battery level if you didn't do that already. Oh, 1 foot. That's still a lot of snow. Not 11 feet. That's crazy. How did I get 11 feet out of that? It's raining outside and it's raining inside on Zwift. How depressing is that? think I know what hill this is. Maybe? I don't know why I can't visualize this hill where I'm going. Imagine we got a turn here right now. No, going straight. Oh, we did turn. Oh yeah, we did turn. Okay, I think I know where we're going now. I think I got it figured out. If I remember right, this is not like a very steep hill. Well, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at all the red and orange, maybe it is steep. hard part over. I wish I could coast all the way in. No, it's actually going down. And I just wanted to get an idea of like when I'm looking at that graph, like, so there's a bar up here that tells me 32, but so the send rate is averaging like about 20 on the send. But the average is going down, so that tells me that it's been no drop frames. Click that. I think I'm still quite a ways away. Like, a long way. done. It's like I'm just waiting for that end to come. Seems like the last mile or the last half mile is the longest. No, my legs are toast. My legs are toast. Thinking about that course on the side there. It's been a while since I've done a run on Zwift. Been a minute. Alright everybody, I am going to be done. Swimming on Zwift when? I don't know about that. Alright everybody, I am literally just going to shut down. I don't think we have enough. I don't even know if it's worth rating. It's probably not even worth rating. I'm going to shower, eat. I may not even eat. I'm going to go finish my laundry, play some Tarkov. There, stage 5 complete. Let's see, TikTok, I'm shutting you down. Everybody else hang around. Let's take a look. Let's see how far away we are. Oh my gosh, we got a long way to go. And that's only going to be the fourth unlock. The fifth one is always the longest one. Jeez. Probably get it done in 1 or 2 more rides, I think. 1 or 2 more rides.
What are you getting done in 1 or 2 more rides?
This unlock, next unlock.
For a gravel ride? Are you getting a gravel bike?
I'm on a gravel bike. I'm doing upgrades. What I want to know is where I am on this. What does it take to make this move? Seems to me like it didn't move. Or maybe it was at 91% before. the other thing I wanted to check. So the other thing I wanted to check was in the Tour de Zwift, what the last one looks like. Oh, you know what? I probably could have done this one. 35 minutes, and I could be done with the Tour de Zwift. But we might, on the next ride, maybe tomorrow, we might do this one, or yeah, maybe we'll do this one and then we'll do this one. We'll see. So we'll be done with Tour de Zwift tomorrow. Because I don't care about actually riding it do all of them. What is that, 2? Geez, that's almost 3 hours. Ugh. I don't know about that. That's a bit much. All right, everybody. We are out of here. Thanks for joining again, everyone. We will see you on the next one. See you tomorrow.